Hello, welcome, you guys. Another Duranie Distraction. Oh my gosh, I'm reunited with you guys. This is so exciting. I never gets old and never gets stale, and it's just like, oh, it's another session with you guys. So today is a really cool, fun session because it's being influenced a little bit by John's Stone Love Bass Odyssey. We're having such fun with John as he kind of highlights the construction of some of our most beloved hits. It's just like really peeling back the curtain. And so in that spirit, I thought I would revisit a way that a lot of us, we really started experiencing Duran Duran for the first time, and Duran became real. You know, these weren't just, it was the concert experience. This wasn't just magazine pages and centerfolds. This was actually seeing the magic live on stage. Hello, Debbie. Welcome. So I thought I'd kind of revisit that through concert photographs. I mean, you know, you're just standing there in front of the stage. Your eyes are trying to capture all the movement, all the energy, and you're just trying to soak it in and absorb it, then process it. I mean, it's just so much going on, right? And, you know, hats off, like I always do, hats off to all the concert photographers out there, Baranduin, TJ, I mean, just some beautiful fans out there who actually are able to capture all that. I certainly can't. I'm lucky enough to capture like a sweep of a leg or when Simon, thrusts his hip to the side. It's like, okay, I caught a blur of motion. I think it's Simon. Yeah, I'm a horrible photographer. But respect to those who can do it. And I assembled some really cool, fun stuff to take us back through the years to every concert experience, especially during the ragged years. You know, those are the years from like 83, 84, when they were on the Sing Blue Silver tour. That's when a lot of us really were able to see the band for the first time. They started off in Canada, then they went down to Seattle. That was the same day they appeared on the cover of Rolling Stone for the first time. Anyway, there's all kinds of variables that came together, and I thought I'd celebrate that because John is just like giving us such a thrill with his stuff. And this would be a great way to celebrate the power of the Duran Duran live experience. So, God, you guys on board? Oh, we're just gonna do this. Thank you so much for joining me again. Okay. Oh, Hazel Borland says she used to take her husband with her and tell him to take the photos. So that's a great strategy. Okay. I don't have a husband, so I'm gonna have to do the best I can. Where did that come from? Let's do a little daily affirmation. Okay, here we go. Take the pressure off, find our center. We have a lot to get through. Here we go. I am good enough. I am smart enough. And gosh darn it, that sunrise is well within my reach. Okay, so hope we can all reach up for it and capture it and make it our own. So, in the spirit of making our own sunrise, and boy, the sun is so out today, and I'm pretty much sure it's all because of you, let us get started. Oh, the concert photographs. So, I thought I'd whet your appetite with a little dash back to 1982. So, these are shots here. This Simon in that great, I don't know if anything epitomizes Duran Duran better than seeing him in the white jacket with the blue shirt with the Japanese, is it a word or is it a saying? I'm not quite sure. And then, of course, you have a great band shot right there. I mean, there's just something so amazing happens to me when like the lights are about to go down. Anyway, I was thinking about a lot of this stuff, just the general whole concert experience for fans, the anticipation. I was thinking about so many little details. There's John with his fedora. Oh, that is the epitome of Duran Duran right there. Beautiful. So I was thinking for every little stage of getting ready for a Duran Duran show, from the time that the band first announced dates, and we have to figure out how many dates we can see without blowing our budget for the rest of the year, to just what outfit we're gonna have to wear. Oh, look at this! I mean, shopping for a Duran outfit. Oh my God! You're gonna be seen by your fellow fans. You want to be seen by the band. You want to be noticed, right? So I was thinking about when I went out to get an outfit. I actually had to enlist a friend named Karen, her fashion sense is, right up there. Maybe a couple notches below Yasmin. Beautiful. Yeah. So, and I had no idea what I'm doing. Oh, some great shots of Simon. So I went out there and, I was picking out all kinds of outfits, and she and Christine were giving me a sideways glance like, you think you might wear that to see Duran Duran? I don't think so. I'm not going to leave Andy and Nick fans out, so. So I got some outfits picked out, and, I was thinking about all the little things that we have to consider. First you have to send the right message, right? You're standing in front of the band, hopefully the front row. And this is great. There's some Roger, and there's Roger right there. And I have to think about the right message I want to send. Am I going to be a slutty little wild boy or a classy professional Duranie dude? You just have to think about what kind of message you want to send, and then you have to think about the kind of, getting a material that'll breathe, because it's going to get so hot, right? That's not just from looking at the band. That is just from feeling the moment and all those bodies pressed together. And it's starting to sound very sordid the more I describe it. But and then you also have to get material that will breathe even when your breath is taken away, right? So you just have to have a perfect ensemble. And now we're going to go right into photographs. So I'm just going to get right into this. There's so much to get through. I love you guys. Okay. So, and these are largely from Richard Brackett. I'm just running a mile a minute because I know that there's so much to get through. Forget the breathing, right? So good to have you guys here. So here is a great shot right there. Richard Brackett is the photographer. He captured the band in just extraordinary fashion. And so, you have to pick material that is going to withstand being pummeled against barriers and, look at that, and allow for sudden leaps to grab a drumstick or fight for a set list. You need a clothing that's going to let you, allow for lots of movement. And so then, you also need an outfit that's going to catch the eyes of the band, right? Oh, Marsha Johnson, love some John. How about some John? Here's for you, Marsha. So, there's the 3 C's that I settled upon in my head. There's confidence, creativity, and cleavage, right? And I'll tell you right now, my cleavage has done nothing to capture the attention of the band. Not one bit. So I've learned my lesson over the years. But yeah, I'll go to a show. I remember going to several shows, and I'll look around, and there's so many beautiful people dressed to the nines. It's just absolutely amazing. Here's a little Andy, a double shot of Andy. And, there's glitter, there's sparkle, there is just fans just emanating awesomeness all around me. It's just so high-powered, just packed full of energy and beauty, and we're all just waiting, right? That's the next part. Is there's 3 degrees of waiting, for a concert. There's waiting a couple days before the show arrives. You can't possibly concentrate on anything else. Look at this. Good shot. And trying to just get any sleep at all at night is just a real tall order. Yeah, definitely. And eating is also something that has definitely, as it gets closer and closer to a show, my appetite goes down, and I start stressing over just what do I bring, a sign, not sign? I don't want to annoy people behind me. Just all these variables. And it, to the outsider, it'd be like, oh, you just go see the band. You just hop in the car and go. But for Duranie's, right? There's a lot of planning. It's like a military-style operation. You really got to think about all this. So, and then of course there's the day before the show. Oh my God, you're coordinating the rides and talking with friends, and okay, I'm going to meet you here, meet you there. This is, for me, in my memory, this is part of the whole experience. Just thinking about where the band are going to be on the day of the show. They might be taking in, especially in other countries, if you're, that start taking in tourist attractions around town. Look at that. That's great. Oh, their outfits in the 80s were just so, like, this is what they wore on stage. So, you know, it's just, there's a real power for me when I think about all this stuff, and I think about fans around the time in '84, like fans in every city, as the band rolled into, you know, a new city every week, every day. Look at that. Oh, it's a good shot. Fans all over the U.S. going through the same thing, the same issues, the same complications. You know, mom and dad not understanding. It's like, why are you spending so much time thinking about this? You know, why are you planning so much? And we don't have the money for this. And, you know, Duranies are resourceful. So we just kind of had to make it work. We had to throw something together and just try to breathe and not completely lose our minds. I'm trying to breathe right now, taking this all in. Oh, it's so good to be back. I've been thinking about this for days, and I'm just so eager. So I come out of the gate like, you know, Grand Prix, like, oh, okay, engine's revving, let's go, here's the Duranies. I just love being back with you guys. This is just so fun. It does so much. Roshio's here. Look at it. There's Andy. Great shots of Andy in action. And John making some of his bass faces. Love the outfits that they wore on stage. And so then, so there's we've covered the time before the band, like let's say a week before the band rolls into town, and then the day of. And then, of course, we're all trying to find our seats at a show, and we are waiting for the band to come on. We're waiting for the lights to go down. I mean, how painful is that? And every little flash of movement from the stage, after like an hour or so waiting, it sends ripples of excitement through the crowd. And we're like, ooh, is that them? Is that them? Oh my gosh. I remember there was a show, was it back in 2012 maybe? There was lots of fog rolling in from the sides of the stage. And they were playing some, you know, music before the show to just kind of provide some kind of background. And the fog just kept rolling in, and then there's suddenly a new puff of, you know, dry ice fog, and I was like, oh my God, this is it. And I kept on saying that probably for about a half hour straight. Yeah, then Lawrence writes in, then the music booms in. I'm like, I know. So it's just that anticipation, and then, you know, I take that opportunity, I love looking around and seeing my fellow fans. I mean, I'm all about that. So, I don't know, it's just, I love just thinking about these little details because it highlights the ways that it's not just me there, you know? It's all of us. It just kind of carries a lot of emotional impact for me. So, look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so these shots are absolutely, I mean, a lot of this makes me think of the Sing Blue Silver documentary, of course. I mean, they own the stage, you know, going from side to side. One of the things I miss is when John would go back behind Nick's keyboards, and they just like kind of have a little moment, kind of laughing together. You'll see some of that in here where Andy and John get right back there, and I mean that's so fun. Nick looks so isolated back there sometimes, and of course then I completely encounter the difficulty of knowing where to look. Okay, every single moment is going by at the speed of light, faster than light actually, and you know you're just like where do you look? Do you look at John? Do you look at Simon? And then, you know, there's the age-old debate about whether to capture it on camera or just take pictures or just sit back and enjoy it. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. And then, of course, there's the people in the way high rafters who can see little dots bouncing around on stage, especially in '84. But, you know, that was still part of it. You know, you could say you were there at Madison Square Garden. I mean, that's pretty cool. I've talked with fans who were there, and they just talk about like the oh, it's a good one. They talk about the deafening, this one big scream that lasted 2 hours. In fact, the band have actually mentioned that. And I mean, that's just, I just love that. I mean, even just to hear the scream, I mean, it's like, those are my peeps. Those are the people that I hadn't met yet. Those are the people that went the whole distance. You know, they saved their babysitting money, their newspaper route income, and they pleaded with mom and dad. Maybe they snuck out of the house, you know. A lot of times I'll see, oh, here's more Andy. Yeah. A lot of the times I'll think about, you know, I'll look around at fans in the crowd, and everybody has a different story as to how they got there at that particular moment in time. And the band, all they see or hear is and feel is this huge, you know, wave of adoration. But everybody's got their little story and memories, and that's somehow that just has always spoken with me. There's Andy and John enjoying Nick behind the keyboard. Isn't that fun? Oh man, that's so fun. So, oh, here's a good one right here. Christine's watching. Hey, Christine. Oh, that's right, and I almost forgot. I did a little something. Okay, it's about time we had something in the background that's like all ours. It's not just band related, it's ours. So we are the Duranies, and we are getting distracted. Oh, there's another Andy. You know, all this Andy it makes me think about when on the last tour they started playing snapshots of old performances from '84. And I mean, I absolutely lost it. I mean, I know the band loved to focus on the here and now and, you know, just kind of keeping things, you know, fresh and relevant. But I'm thinking when fans get a chance to see the band revisiting the old stuff just a little bit, it is so, it's kind of like, yeah, you get us. We love where you are now, but we adore where you've been, and we've been there with you. It's very, very special. And there was a lot of Andy featured when they were playing. It was through the Seventh Stranger, right? It's amazing how they synced up, like the words and that Simon was singing. That was amazing. And I just bathed in that moment. That was, I don't know. Raise your hand if you were not crying through that. I don't know. I was definitely, I had some waterworks. That was amazing. That's a great shot. Look at Nick's smile. Oh my God. You know, I'm actually getting a little verklempt here. I didn't think it would affect me like this, but it does, because this has everything to do with you guys and me. You know? I mean, when Duran take the stage, we're all there. Not in separate cities, not having separate experiences. One singular experience, all being interpreted differently. And, you know, it's the best example of being tribal, right? This tribe of ours. Anyway, this was also the year when Niall had just done the Reflex. Oh, amazing job he did. So, you know, this is kind of a little nod to the time when Duran were working with Niall to get a #1 hit in the charts. Very, very special. Look at that. Something about Nick's smile. And then, of course, you know, you're always looking, when you're in the crowd, when the lights go down, the first thing you do is look around to see how you can move forward and commandeer an empty seat, or just stand in the aisle without security booting you out. It's the rule breakers and ground burners that you know, really stand out under those circumstances. I definitely do not have the courage that a lot of you have. I mean, I've been with friends who are like, oh, let's do this. Come on, you know, we can move up. You know, there's a hole right there. Someone's encouraging us to come over. Come on. And I'm like, no, there's rules to follow. When have Duran ever followed rules? That's a great shot. A lot of Josiah in here. Oh my gosh. And there's also a little bit of a bittersweet taste here because as Hazel writes here, she was meant to have seen, oh boy, I kind of came to that comment late, so I apologize, Hazel. But I was thinking about all the fans who are meant to see the band this year. Oh, here we go. A little technical difficulty, but we're back. All the cancellations, you know, we're meant to see Duran in Scotland. You know, it's hard. It's been a really hard year. So today's session, I guess, kind of is a little bit of a hug to all of you. It's like I'm supposed to be right in front of John right now. Oh, that's a good one. You know, I wasn't immune to practicing some of the Simon moves, you know, the hip gyrations, the way he walks across the stage, and was it the reflex video? Towards the end, I think he does it. Okay, now this next one, it's amazing. For those who love the, is it the chauffeur? Yeah, or, oh boy, I'm blanking. I'll just show it to you. Look at that. Oh, say, it is just, that's quite a moment. Amazing. And here's another one. Oh, when Simon puts on the hat. I think it's the chauffeur. Beautiful. And then when they're engaging the crowd and they're encouraging us to clap along, I mean, oh, that's just like a hug that the band gives us. And we're so responding, and oh, that was, it's just, it's very powerful, very powerful. Okay, so we are moving along beautifully. Here's another one of him in the chauffeur hat. Oh, love this. Just the mood, the lighting. Sometimes those lights can just highlight the band. Oh, it looks like another planet up there on stage. And those are our paper gods just completely reigning over their domain. Look at that. Oh, Simon's head thrown back. I love it when they get caught up in the moment, you know? I mean, I'm trying to think about how it would feel to be on that stage confronted by that kind of love, like just an avalanche. And Carol Poland says, oh, sing along. I know, when we're singing, we're all singing the words together. That is... It's the feels. It's just 2 hours of feels. Holly, no, these are not Dennis picks. Dennis O'Regan is a whole nother level. These are from Richard Brackett. He did a fantastic job and really, really good. I tried to pick a category of photos that are clear. They're bigger than the 3x5. These are about 6x4. And so I just wanted things to show up really well. Oh. Sometimes it's all about the shadow. Look at this. Cloaked in shadow. It's just, I don't know. I'm struggling a little bit right now to just keep the emotion tamped down. This is really, really special. I guess I didn't realize this would carry such a punch. Stephanie Long says okay, tell me again what you do when you're listening to them. This scrolling, I just need you guys here, like, with me, okay? So I'm trying to pay attention to what people are saying and failing miserably and feeling everything that these photos are generating. Look at that. Beautiful. Whew. Look at that. His eyes are closed, feeling the moment right along with us. And of course, we do not see enough of Roger. Roger is a challenge for everyone trying to take pictures. All those drums are in the way. Very difficult. I talked with Barandwin before, and she's like, I know, I got this great picture of Roger. It was just like a fluke. It was just amazing. And I was like, I know. Look at this. Beautiful. Look at that. That's Save a Prayer right there. How could that not be Save a Prayer? Oh. I think we should all go back to holding candles. I think. No more cell phones, just everyone brings a candle to the stadium. Someone had, I was talking with a friend of mine, I think it was like earlier this year, about, it might have been, I don't know, it was a friend of mine. And she was making the point that over the years, Roger's drum set has, as he has kind of morphed into a more confident, more confident in the public arena with all of the publicity and being in the spotlight, his drum set has gotten smaller and smaller over the years. So I never noticed that, but there could certainly be a correlation. It's a great shot of Simon. I remember when he used to be just surrounded by this massive drum like assemblage, just amazing. Oh, Jen Walsh talks about how she loved the electro set on the Red Carpet Massacre tour. You're right, totally right. Nick and Roger came down right there, front and center. That was a treat. That was a treat. Oh, love it. And I remember, I think it was on the Big Live Electric thing, Big Live Thing tour. Let's see, Nick came down and Sterling Campbell. He came down and all the band members came down to the front of the stage and danced around. It was during All She Wants Is. That was real. I don't know how many of you saw that, but that was crazy. They were just dancing in a circle. It was like, all she wants is. It was like, this is a moment happening. Yeah. There's some really cool moments. And then, oh yeah, when they put all the inflatable bedroom toys on the front of the stage during, what was that? What year was that? Was the Pop Trash years, and Simon changed the lyrics for Notorious right before he started on the song, and he said, "No toys for us, no toys for us." That was great. They've done some very fun antics over the years. That's a good shot right there. But for me, nothing beats the '84 tour. Nothing. And I wasn't even there to see it. That's what's so painful. Beautiful. Richard did some kind of cool stuff with the background you'll see shortly. Some really fun photographic tricks. Fabi fills me in. The version they danced to was the Euro House Dub 2 mix of All She Wants Is. Thank you, Fabi. Did not know that. And I often can't tell during a show whether I want them to be speaking more. I love it, whatever, all the things that Simon says in between songs, or if I just want them to play because I know it's going to be over before I know it. I've talked to fans who reflect on, look at that, those are the balloons, or the big inflatable balls that were being bounced around on '84. I've talked with fans who, they talk about how Rio, in the set list, Rio kind of comes to represent the end of the show. And it's just heartbreaking. It's like, you want to hear it, but it's like, no! I can't believe how quickly time goes by during a Duran Duran show. And then Simon brings out the tambourine. Love that so much. Oh my gosh. Has to be, what, New Religion, right? He brings that out for New Religion. Beautiful. Gotta take pay from saints and sinners and regulation, hats, scars and things. Walk information down the lane, carry that cross and church by a ring. I know. I sound just like Simon. You don't have to say it. Oh, God. Fabi has a beach ball from the last tour. Very cool. Remember those beach balls that were shaped like globes? They had the entire Earth, the map of the Earth, map of the world on them. That was is that the one you have? Yeah, those would be so cool. Look at this. Oh, here's a little Roger. Here's a little Roger for you, Jan and Linda. You guys having fun? Oh my God, this is so fun. Okay. So, oh, look at this. Look at the way the light shines right behind Simon. Beautiful. This jacket has become synonymous with the Ragged Tiger Tour. Absolutely. Beautiful. And he's so good at feeling the enunciating and feeling the moment, the power of every song, and responding to how the fans are just, I don't know. I'm obviously verklempt and I've lost all articulation, so I'll just show the pictures. One thing I do miss, I have to say, is how high and fast and big his leaps used to be. When he would say, "Is anybody hungry?" and then he just burst out. Or no, maybe it was I don't know. He would do some leaps during the show at various intervals. I know we can't all make those huge leaps forever, but it's a Simon leap. Look at that. And then they used to do some fun stuff. You saw this in Sing Blue Silver, where Simon held Andy upside down. I never saw that happen. That's insane. I don't know how many of you might have seen that on tour, but there are moments like that. Oh, look at that. And then I remember there was a recording. God, what was it? Maybe it was from Arena. Was it from Arena where Simon? He's like, I want to see your hands. And he's running from side to side on the stage, and he's like, I want to hear everybody over here. And then I want to hear, that's so fun. Oh my God. Okay, look at this. Richard Brackett does something really fun for this. Isn't that fun? That's really cool. Simon in motion. And it's just deafening. You know, I'll be like, I remember so many times I've been at a Duranie show and I'll just be surrounded by just all these screams, and my voice is going hoarse, and I can't feel my feet anymore, and I'm just losing all cognitive thought and articulation. Charmaine Birch and BJ Nelson, please, yes. Oh, I miss them. I miss them. Yes, that is Stephanie. That was during Girls on Film. It's like when he was getting the band involved. Simon was eliciting all kinds of response. I want to see your hands. Oh, God, that was just amazing. Okay. And you know, I also miss the intro. I kind of miss that. I love when they would turn Girls on Film into a prolonged period through which all the band members would be introduced. And yeah. That was, you know, they would just keep on going, and Roger would just be pounding it out, and that was fun. Oh, here's more Andy. Great stuff. He really just knew how to work that guitar. And he and John would have such fun. They'd do the Chuck Berry strut across the stage, the duck walk. That was fun. Cheryl Booker is here. Hey, Cheryl. Oh, there's some Nick. Love that. Okay. love this. And then the columns behind the stage, the whole stage set, right? The huge inflatable Roman columns that they used to have on the Ragged Tiger tour. Those were just, it gave it such a huge, grand, sweeping feel. And there's nothing small about a Duran Duran show. Nothing small. Love that. Simon looking out, surveying the crowd, pointing out people. It's like, yay. And of course, you know, if he ever points at anything near you, I mean, your mind is interpreting it like, oh, he totally pointed at me. He totally pointed at me. There was one time when I looked at Christine, John cast a look in my direction. I was like, was that me? Did he just look at me? Tell me he looked at me. And Christine was like, yeah, he looked at you. And I was like, what? I think I just squealed like a little girl, which wouldn't be the first time, and it won't be the last. Oh, that's great. So as you can see, this is from another photographer, and they're a little farther back than Richard Brackett was, which actually seems to reflect a lot of what we end up facing, right? We're set far back from the stage, maybe not the first 5-10 rows, and we're still trying to get good photography. It's a challenge, absolutely a challenge. Okay, could someone give me the time? Because I think I might have set the timer too long maybe. So I just want to make sure I'm not going over. I know everybody is just waiting to get to John and Niall, so I do not want to infringe upon that. So, oh, there's Andy with Nick in the background. Oh, love this. Love that. Now this one coming up, oh, you got to take a look at the smiles on Andy, John, and Nick. Oh, it's just 137. Okay. Thank you very much. Of course, that's 10:36. Thank you, Julie. Thank you. Okay. I love time zones. Okay, here's Andy and Nick. Beautiful. Yeah, whenever Nick would wear the things that would show his arms, right, or even his moles, it's like, oh my God, look, his bare arms. Because you'd read about this in the pages of the magazines, like he's got moles on his left shoulder. Oh my God, I see it. I know it's kind of fangirling out, but there's nothing wrong with fangirling or fanboying. Boys make noise too. That's what I was saying earlier, is just all about this, like really, just really feeling real for the first time. I mean, this is not an article. This is not a television spotlight. The band are breathing the same oxygen as you, right? I mean, that takes some time to process. It's 14:40 by Argentina time. Okay, I'm doing fine. Thank you, Fabi. Monique Mashman. Okay, I'm getting time all over the place. Thank you. Oh, look at that. And yeah, when John, Simon, and Andy would clump together at the front of the stage and just like be right on the edge, right, leaning over and like that. Oh, Simon is making contact with someone. How cool is that? And there's nobody else. When that moment happens, there's nobody else in your vicinity. Your mind just zeroes in. It's like a vortex of awesome, and you can just focus on John, right? Feeling the power of that man right before you. And I really don't ever want to lose sight of that. That's what kind of makes everything. I never want to get jaded. I never want to, it's like, oh yeah, another show. Let's just go and, have a good time. It's just never a good time. This is a Duran Duran show. There's nothing like it on earth. Look at this great Joe Tsai moment. Oh, whoa. Unbelievable. There's John focusing on his bass playing. That's before people told him to play the fucking bass. That's great. And Andy, this might be, oh yeah, I'll bet this is right before the encore. They're heading off stage. Yeah. Andy's raising his guitar. And this one, you can't see much, but you know it's when they're doing the "Is There Something I Should Know" intro. Please, please tell me now. I think. It's very cool. And Simon's looking off stage. Very cool. Claire is here. Hey, Claire. Good to see you here. Okay. So, yeah, the Duran concert experience. And we're going to get back there. We're all going to get back there. A global tour is coming. And it's going to be, we're going to get back there. It's going to be terrific. We're going to be sharing stories. We're going to do meetups. It's all going to happen again. Oh, that's a good one. And so I thought I would wrap up with just a few really cool shots. This is a cute one of off stage. And in the future, I'll definitely have to open up photos of candid shots right like on tour and right before a show. Yeah, look at that. So we're gonna go real quickly into 87. Just a few. Some really, really cute shots. Oh, I never saw Simon with this outfit on from 87. So I don't know if any of you, this seems familiar. Look at that. Looks like tan, lean, bare arms. And everything reflected in these glossy photos. I'm not worried about fingerprints because I had them burned off right before the broadcast. Very cool. This is for you, Simon girls. This expression on his face. OMG. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. Oh, and then maybe I'll end with some Nick. That'd be good. Nick Rhodes. The whole 87, like the look of that on-stage presentation, the beating heart at the beginning, all their stage outfits. I mean, everything was just so different and specifically designed for that tour. I mean, it was distinctive. It was really, really cool. There's Simon. Okay, oh, you can barely see him, but Nick is looking right at you. Look at that. Oh, yeah, he is. That was amazing. Oh, hearing those Notorious songs. Oh, there's one where he's smiling. Look at that. What I need is someone needs to compile a collection of all the quotes that Nick says when Simon turns to him and asks him, why don't you use it? Why don't you bruise it? You know, I mean, Nick responds, I never know what he's saying. So that's someone's homework out there if they would like to take it on. Okay. Well, I am going to end with these. Oh, great shot. There's one of Nick. Beautiful. And a great one of John. Oh, look at his smile. And here's John engaging with the audience. Love that. Okay. Well, This has been so amazing. Oh my God, there's so much more that we didn't get to, but we're gonna have another time this coming Saturday. My heart goes out to you. You would please do enjoy John's Stone Love Bass Odyssey. It's going to be amazing. And then, of course, talking with Niall, two legends talking together. It's like Vesuvius. Thank you so much for joining. Please remember, you are strong, you are resilient, and you are worthy of love. Okay, we're going to get through this. You are all diamonds in my mind, and I so appreciate you sharing all this with me. Hope you had a good time. There's so much to get through. You know, and then of course, like, we haven't even discussed the post-show depression that we all go through. As soon as the lights go back up, it's like, oh my God, I need more, I need more. And then we all go out and eat pancakes to, you know, kind of soothe that ache in us, right? Yeah. And I love all these common things that we share, these things that are just, they bring us together. And we go through it together, and we're going to get through this together. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, God, I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy John. Enjoy Niall. And know you are with me, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I love you guys so much. Thank you.